it's been a month since our lives have been changed with this pandemic, right? And so we've had to work from home, quit going out for meals and drinks, that kind of thing. So today we have a couple Keystone Realty Group realtors. We've got Nick Boyd over here, and we've got Debbie Spur. They both have been with Keystone. Debbie's been with Keystone for almost 6 years. Nick's been with Keystone for a little over a year. So we're doing our social distancing. We're staying apart. What we thought we'd get together and just kind of update everybody and tell everybody that that we are continuing to work. The Keystone Realty Group's here to help people buy and sell homes. There are homes on the market, and so we want to make sure that you're aware of that and that you give us a call. Nick's happy to show you houses. Debbie's happy to show you houses. We have other realtors that'd be happy to show you houses or even sell your house for you. So first off, we got to start with Debbie. You've been stuck at home. Nick, you've been stuck at home. Can't go anywhere. Can't go to your favorite restaurants, whatever. Nick, actually, Debbie, what have you been jonesing for? What have you been really missing out on since you've been stuck at home?
Well, I can cook, but I didn't cook because I had been so busy. So I really miss going out to eat, but my sweet husband has been heating up the grill. We have been eating lots of home meals and enjoying each other's company, which before we didn't have a whole lot of time to do. So that's one thing that I've kind of cherished during this time that I've been sheltered in place. So is getting to spend more time with my husband and eating a good old home cooked meal.
All right, so Nick, what have you been jonesing for or missing out on for the last month? What have you missed out and just dying to have once this is over?
Oddly enough, I miss my routine when the kids were at school. Then I would go exercise and listen to some music and some motivational stuff on my headphones while I was exercising. And that really honestly is what I've been missing the most. Just a little time to recharge and get the body right. Been doing a lot of Corona eating.
That's fair. All right, so I would say me and Nick go out to lunch pretty often, so he didn't say it, but I've been jonesing for some really good wings. We used to have wings every once in a while, so it'd be nice to go get some wings. But I'm jonesing for just a good hang out with some friends and have a couple drinks or a meal, whatever it is. Just be able to sit down at a restaurant and hear the business of the restaurant, even though that gets annoying sometimes being loud, but hearing the business of the restaurants, people watching, and then having a good meal with some friends. So eventually we'll get there, right? So
a good crawfish boil. I would say a good crawfish boil.
I agree.
For sure.
Anybody find an alternative that they haven't been able to do? Like you said, Nick, you've been working out. Is there anything that you've been doing to make up for that?
No. No, it's on the agenda, but it never happens.
All right, so usually we are very, very busy in March and April. This should have been a really busy time for real estate. There isn't a lot of houses out there right now. The market's a little bit dried up. There haven't been a lot of houses on the market. Usually it picks up by now. People start thinking about selling or buying for a closing come that summer so they can move somewhere else or get ready before school starts. Debbie, how is business going for you?
Well, actually, last year I was meeting myself coming and going. This year started out huge, just like last year, but I've been pleasantly surprised. Business has been steady. People are buying, people are selling. So if you're wondering what the market is doing and contemplating putting your house on the market at this time, yes, today is a good day to put your house on the market. We are, inventory is very low right now, so we are having to really look a little harder. And with FHA loans, sometimes your interest rate's going to be a little bit higher, but people are out there and lenders are working with you. And we have great lenders here at ACU that will work with you, and the realtors that will work with you that stay knowledgeable to get you where you need to be in your perfect home.
So, Deb, another question for you, and then we'll go to Nick. But the houses you've shown, have you had to do anything different with this craziness when you're showing houses?
Yes, absolutely. Many realtors, and including myself, have gone to virtual showings where we will walk the home ourselves and do it virtually and put it out on Facebook and market it that way. Sometimes that is not the optimum way to find, because if you're a tactile person like me, you want to touch it, you want to see it, you want to smell it, everything. And when it comes down to those that you really are down to wanting to choose between one or two homes, then I put my safety of my clients first and the safety of the home seller also. And we go in with our Lysol spray, our wipes, our gloves, our mask, and make sure that both parties are protected as much as possible.
Awesome. All right, Nick, have you done anything different to get more customers or to help customers that you've got currently?
Just staying in constant communication with the way the market has been very tumultuous, up and down. Just staying in contact with them daily and just making sure that, first of all, that there are any needs that need to be met outside of real estate, that those are getting met. And then, just trying to come from a place of service, making sure that they're getting the things that they need from me, as well as anything extra that I can provide.
Have you done anything different for your home sellers, your sellers with their houses during this time?
With everybody being at home a lot more and probably the phone stuck on their hand a lot longer than normal, I've really upped marketing in the Facebook and social media platforms, just trying to get as many views and getting it out there in a way that I think that people are spending a lot of their time.
Thank you, Nick. Debbie, what do you see happening in the real estate market right now?
Well, in these uncertain times, I know real estate is one of the largest investments a person can ever make. And I feel like that in all this tumultuous time right now, real estate is actually still in a very good place. And I believe once people get back to work, and I truly see the real estate market picking back up and staying strong. I have 3 listings coming up in the next 3 weeks. One in Rose Sharon, one in Texas City, and one in Friendswood. And I'm out there finding buyers' homes as we speak also. So right now, real estate's still a good, with a few bumps in the road, we're still a strong market, and I feel like it's going to continue to stay strong.
Awesome. All right, Nick, do you have any plans to do things different, or are you going to do anything different in the future with, I'm sure we're going to have to do things different just because this disease is going to continue to be floating around. This virus is going to be floating around for a good 6 months or longer. Are you going to do some things different, or you see anything different you're going to be doing to kind of make sure people don't get sick or whatever it is, just to keep your buyers and sellers safe?
Absolutely. I'm going to make sure that the only people that we go into the homes with are decision makers, especially during this time. A lot of folks like to bring mom and dad, and that's great. Second opinions on a large investment is absolutely welcome and wise. Just at this time, to protect all parties involved, that we're asking, almost every listing is asking that only decision makers go in, and we touch as little as possible. Used to, we would have the lights off and all that, but now sellers are leaving lights on, and I'm asking mine to do that, and doors open as much as possible, so that there's less contact to transfer any type of germs. And I've reached out to my photographer, and just checked with her to make sure she's capable and ready to do 360 home tours and virtual reality home tours for my sellers. And I'm going to keep carrying the Germex and the wipes and the personal protection equipment in the truck should the need arise.
Good. So as a company, being on the marketing guide, I'm just kind of looking for ways that we can get ourselves out there more. With this pandemic, I've read a lot of reports. It looks like this is going to be around for a while, and we've got to change as an industry to do some things to keep our sellers safe, our buyers safe. And so Keystone Realty Group is actually going to be looking into some virtual home tour software and some equipment that we can start using. So we've already purchased it, it's just a matter of when it comes in, we can start using it, but we'll be able to start shooting virtual home tours. There's nothing like touching and feeling, like Debbie said, a home, looking at a home and really walking a home. But with this pandemic and with us moving in the future, it's just really something that as a company we feel like we've got to be able to offer those virtual home tours. So in the future we'll be doing those to keep up with everybody and allow people to see the homes that we have currently listed. We are happy to talk to anybody who is looking to buy a home or sell a home. I'll put Nick's number up on the screen, and then I'll put Debbie's number up on the screen. So please reach out to them or reach out to Keystone Realty Group. We'll be happy to get you with a realtor that can help you find a home or sell your home. They'll be happy to talk to you about what the process is and how it works. But we're here for you. We're hoping that everyone's staying safe and healthy, and then if there's anything that Keystone can do in real estate side of the deal, please give us a call, reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you, and have a wonderful time at home. Hopefully we get back to some kind of normalcy soon, and hopefully we get to see you, your smiling face soon. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.